Welcome back, guys. We are finally talking about this. Yes, we are talking about the live action Avatar The Last Airbender on Netflix. Now, I was very hesitant to watch this show. I went in blind. I obviously, yes, I have watched the first Avatar The Last Airbender, the animated series that premiered on Nickelodeon. It's been a while. I still watch some clips here and there. I still see some tributes. Amazing, amazing, amazing show. I love it. I love the lore. I haven't watched The Legend of Korra yet. I think I gave it a shot a long time ago. I'm going to go back, try to rewatch it. But anyway, the entirety of this show, I would say, was on, I could be wrong, mainly of the book Water. I want to say there's two, because the entirety of this is going into and again, guys, if you've seen the animated show, you're going to learn that this is from when Aang is discovered by Katara and Sokka, when they go up against Zuko, how they meet Zuko, how he got the scar on his face, meeting the assassins, going up against Bumi and Amashu, and then meeting Jet, and then obviously, Suki and the rest of the Kyoshi warriors, and more. So they did combine a lot of the episodes into one episode. Like one of the episode in Amashu, they dealt with the lovers cave, and then also with the stuff with Jet, and then also with the mechanical side for the bombs. There was a lot of stuff that they would combine into these episodes. Now, overall, I'm gonna say I did enjoy myself. I did. I was a little shocked because I was very hesitant from all the things I heard going on behind the scenes because of the actual, I believe it was the creator of the writers of the actual show for Avatar: The Last Airbender was on here. There's some stuff going on and they want to change some stuff around, which again, I do understand. There were some things in the show that I would have personally have liked to see because again, it wasn't like, for example, in this version, it was not Sokka and Katara seeing a boy in there trying to get him out with a spear, and that's how they broke it. No, he woke up from, the avalanche, and that's when they found him. Or seeing, which I enjoyed, seeing the air temples getting destroyed, which we never got to see in the show. From my memory, we never got to see that. Or there was another part of Zuko going against Fire Lord Ozai, which we never got to see that either. We never saw that in the anime series, to my knowledge. I enjoyed that because I was like, how much of a fight, or did he even put up a fight? Because in the animated series, he didn't put up a fight because he did not want to fight his father. And his father considered that weakness and burned his face. And I was like, damn, I did not think they were going to do that. And they did. And that was really interesting. And then how, the 41st version that Zuko was so, like speaking out was the same ones that is on his ship. I don't believe that was in the animated series. Or, some stuff like that they didn't really put in there. And the thing I kind of really wish that they did was the whole Boomy, you're a mad genius, because the entirety of Boomy, which I was kind of disappointed with Boomy because I enjoyed the anime version a little bit better. Again, they did do a good job with this Boomy, but again, it was because of the whole him going through the test. Really didn't feel like it was the same. When again, I get the reason why they did that, but again, I kind of wish the whole where he's like Boomy and he's like, hello Aang, it's like, dude, no. It's like, I like how when Aang's told him, when he asks him, okay, final question, what is my name? And that's when he says, I had to open up my mind, and he just says, Boomy, you're a mad genius. And he gives him a hug, and he knows that that's his friend, that's his childhood friend that he has not seen in 100 years. And that's the reason why that moment is special, to Aang and to the series, especially meeting Boomy. Now, I will say this on another side note. I enjoyed the cinematography. I thought the CGI was really good, especially with the moon and the water spirit. That was amazing seeing that in live action, which I always thought would be cool. Seeing the bending between the earth bending, the water bending, the fire bending, just all the bending for the martial arts of it. I thought that was really cool. We finally got to see that more in live action, because I think this version was a lot better than the movie version, and I actually enjoyed it more. I think that it was a bit better. Now on the acting side, I think they got a lot of interesting actors in here. Now, ones I'm going to tell you that I've heard of. Again, first off, I'm going to bring up one of the main ones that I think she deserves her due on show. Obviously, you know, from Teen Wolf, playing as Kira, who did an amazing job at playing June. She looked exactly like the character. She acted like the character. I find it kind of funny how in this version she was actually kind of flirting with Uncle Iroh, when in the animated version Uncle Iroh was flirting with her to begin with. Because if you guys remember when Zuko goes, "Uncle, I don't think you were stung by the thing," he's just like, "Shh," you know, because she was on him. So it's kind of funny how now in this version she was flirting with him. So I thought that was kind of funny. And then seeing how we have Amber Midthunder, who played as Princess Yui, I think she did a good job with this role. Seeing her in the movie Prey, which is the main thing I saw her in, and seeing in this role, I think it's really expanding her as an actress. I think she did a very good job with this role. And again, it was a short role, but I think it was very fun, well lived. Now, I also will say this. Ken Ling, who plays as Commander Zhao, the main thing I remember him from, obviously, which a lot of people were shocked, even myself, was this is the same person that played in Rush Hour, who was the classic line against Chris Tucker was, "Wipe yourself off, you're bleeding." You know, I have not seen this man in a lot of movies or TV shows that I recognize, and I was like, wait a minute, I know this guy. And I was like, damn, I can't believe that's him. And then we gotta talk about my boy Daniel Day Kim playing as Fire Lord Ozai. He has voiced characters in Avatar: Last Airbender, but the main thing I know him from is Saints Row as Johnny freaking Gat. I love that character. That's probably my favorite character he has acted, and I'm very happy that he's in this show, and I actually like him as Fire Lord Ozai. I was really shocked to enjoy it as much. I think Mark Hamill did a great job as Fire Lord Ozai, voicing him for the years that he did, and now seeing him portray this character, I am looking forward to it. Now, seeing as Yvonne Chapman playing as Avatar Roshi, I enjoyed it. Or Kyoshi, I enjoyed her as that character. She did a good job in Kung Fu. I was really heartbroken that that show decided to stop. And I think she's a good actress. She's a good martial artist, I believe. I believe she is a martial artist. She did a good job with this role. I want to see her more. Honestly, I want to see more Kyoshi. I know there's a book. I know there's more on her character that I need to learn. I want to know more about that character, about what she went through. I'm definitely going to have to look into the books. I'm going to have to look up everything. Long story short, guys, this show reignited my love for Avatar: Last Airbender, because I hadn't watched it in so long that it really reminded me how much I love this show. I love the lore. I love the characters. I think they did a good job casting Aang, Sokka, Katara, even Zuko. Again, I am used to the voice actors, and they have given permission to these actors to give it their all, and it's their time. I understand that, I respect that, but again, I have my version, everybody else is going to have their version. I don't have an issue with these people playing these characters. As long as they do a good job, they stick to the role, they play the role as that character, then I don't have a problem with it. Who else did I recognize in this show? There's very, very many. The one I know that played as Suki's mom is the one, obviously, she played also as Aaron Cho's mom, as Kira's mother in Teen Wolf. I think I was glad to see her in this. There's a lot of different ones in. We even had George Takei in here as well. For example, we had A. Martinez in here as Paku, Master Paku. He did a good job with that character. There was a lot of familiar faces in this show that I was happy to see, because I've seen them in multiple movies, multiple shows. I was very excited to see these individuals finally be able to make an appearance again in something that I enjoy of a franchise. Now, one thing I will say that was the downer, I like the fact they introduced one of the main ones, which is Azula, but again, I feel like them bringing Azula in really early kind of is going to hurt the series, because Azula was not really introduced until a little later on, when we knew she was becoming a threat, because she wanted to humiliate Zuko. She wanted to do this. She wanted to do that. She wanted to be Fire Lord. She hated her mother. She idolized her father. She wanted to be even better than her father. Again, seeing her and Tylee and then Mai, seeing them was amazing in live action. But again, I could have waited for them to show up later on because they're gonna play a key role later on in the series. Again, if they stick to the series of the anime show. Again, there was a few key changes in the series. Not very much. It didn't bother me. It made sense. And I get the reason why they wrote it like that. Now, am I going to get all butthurt if I see certain things in there that I don't like? It's a kind of here and go. Honestly, the whole character with Jet, I still don't care about. The whole with the one that designed the bombs and with his son being in a wheelchair trying to be an airbender, I didn't really care about that still because, again, just wasn't those episodes for me. But again, they're going to play a key role later on in the story. They did a good job portraying the characters all the way around to being, Aang seeing, Guasu died and seeing how that happened and then, realizing what happened or seeing GI looking how good Momo was or even Appa. I love seeing that and I'm grateful that we hopefully now have a show that is going to do well, that is going to give us something that we are going to be proud of, not only as Avatar fans, but also as animated fans from an animated show to a live action show. We already know we're going to get a season 2. I believe there's a season 3 that's going to be made as well. I'm for it. As long as they do it correctly, I'm for it. 1 out of 10, guys. I give this, honestly, I'm going to be gracious. I'm going to give it a 9. I'm going to give it a 9. Overall, again, there are some things that I wish that they would have put in there a little bit more from the anime. Again, I wish they would have changed it a little bit more to the precise. It's not going to be the precise thing because, again, of timing and everything. I get it. But I just wish there was just a few more things in the animated series that they would have put in here that would have had a little bit more meaning to a lot of fans like myself that would have personally enjoyed it more. That's just my review, guys. What do you think about it? What do you think of Avatar: Last Airbender, the Netflix version of the series? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, always say about subscribing. Leave a bit of a like on the video if you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you as always on the very next one.